He's blue. Dabba D. Dabba Die. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we completed the Dreadnought Galaxy, the second of 3 primary galaxies in the Garden Dome, which means that there is only one full galaxy left there. And I know, we still have like an extra galaxy, an extra 1-star galaxy to do over in the Garden, but of the primary galaxies, of the ones with like 6 stars or whatever, 3 main missions, a secret mission, and 2 prankster combat missions, we've only got 1 left in the last dome. So this is the final main galaxy of the entire game that we'll be taking on in this video. And that to me is crazy. This ride has been quite the long one, but let's finish it off strong and let's begin with the Melty Molten Galaxy. And man, what a way to end off the levels in this game. This level is awesome if I do say so. So let's get started with this great big old burning ball of fire in the sky and go to the sinking Lava Spire. So yeah, our star, we don't even spawn anywhere near it, man. Our star is apparently off in the distance, just chilling over there, getting a nice tan in the sun. You know, people suntan casually. They like go to the beach, they lay out their chair, they sit there with one of those reflector thingies that I don't know what it's called. But man, Mr. Starman over here and even Mario right now are going hardcore. They went straight to the sun. These guys are dedicated to the tan. Who needs $5 Walmart spray tans when you could literally fly to the sun and turn yourself brown as anything? Well, Mario is apparently very, very heat resistant. My voice is not very crack resistant today though, apparently. Because Mario is on top of this star and he don't mind one bit, except there are a bunch of fire hazards around this level. You can fall into the lava and burn your butt 1 bit at a time, which will actually end up killing you fairly quickly. You can get hit by these steam things right here, which will do the exact same thing as the lava will, except you don't bounce back onto them quite as easily, so they're not quite as deadly. And you can fall onto all other manner of hot things, including that goopy lava back there. Man, that actually looks like really weird, but kind of cool at the same time. I have no idea if actual lava would look anything like that if it were in a gigantic spire like this, but who's to say that's lava? What if it's like the contents of stars, like hydrogen and other contents of stars? I'm not a very good astronomer. Don't yell at me. But if you don't go into that launch star right off the bat, you can get yourself a ton of star bits. Hooray! It's like a party. Let me grab as many as I can, but uh-oh, apparently nature does not like that, so we gotta get the heck out of here. Oh, look at that angle. So beautiful. That is one of the best moments in the game right there. That by itself, that battery? I'm having a moment. Leave me alone. But that explosion by itself right there is one of the most epic moments of Super Mario Galaxy. Combine that with this awesome music going on right now. Melty Molten Galaxy is probably one of my favorite galaxies in the entire game, now that I am remembering it finally. So let's launch into this launch star and see what the rest of the place has to offer for us. There's a lot of cinematic bits in Melty Molten Galaxy. Look at all this flying through these arches of like flames and stuff, and going in between these stalactites or stalagmites that one of these days I should probably look up the names of so I don't just sound completely stupid forever. That might be a little bit convenient. But flying through those, getting all these awesome angles, being able to traverse the level, going from part to part on this star, this blazing hot inferno of a star, it's awesome. The feel of this level is amazing. I don't care what anybody has to say. And it's reasonably difficult, but not like stupid difficult. So, Melty Molten Galaxy, personally, one of my favorites in the game. And if you guys are watching right now, go ahead and tell me down below, what do you guys think are like your favorite galaxies in the game? I'm really curious about that, actually. And what better a time to ask about that than when we're on the final galaxy of the game ourselves. So, yeah, what do you guys like? I know a lot of people really love Gusty Garden, if only for the music. A whole bunch of people seem to like Freeze Flame when we finally got around to that, so there were a couple Bedroom Dome fans out in the audience. But what galaxies do you like? I really love the Melty Molten Galaxy. I love the concept of Freeze Flame, except I don't know. It felt like a little bit imperfectly executed. So Freeze Flame, the concept was cool, but in practice it wasn't some of my favorite levels in the game. Gusty Garden was awesome. I would have to go with, I don't know, Melty Molten Galaxy and Gusty Garden Galaxy probably. But it's a difficult decision to be sure, because Super Mario Galaxy, all of the levels, well, maybe not every single one of them, but most of the levels are really, really well made, and it's a tough decision. I don't know. I'm on this tangent right now, though. I'm not even talking about the level. You get to hear, and the lava starts rising. Pretty to be expected from a Mario game. There is that shortcut I took, though, when I backflipped up onto that, like, wooden part, and I have no idea how that wood wouldn't be set on fire, considering we are on top of a star right now, but, you know, that's details. You can take that shortcut. It's a bit shorter. There are less enemies that way. It's quite a bit easier, so I recommend that you take that if you don't want to die. I don't know why you're playing Super Mario Galaxy. If you want to die in Super Mario Galaxy, that just doesn't make any sense, man. Let's just grab our star before I ramble anymore. Heading back into Melty Molten Galaxy, our second mission is Through the Meteor Storm. Wow, does that not sound cool? And it might sound really cool, but this level is really hot. Yeah, this is not the easiest level in the world, nor is it for those faint of heart, because there is a ton of crap going on around here right now. Look at these meteors crashing down all around us constantly. It is a barrage of bombardment, and you do not get a... Wow. Starbits don't, like, break when they touch lava or anything like that. These are some resilient little candies here. But, yeah, the way that we are to get past here, is there a fire flower around here anywhere? I'm not sure. I know that you can do it the one way by... Oh. Thanks, man. At least Mario's got, like, a skull of iron or something like that, so when a meteor crashes into his head, he barely even feels it. I don't think there's a fire flower or anything around here. I know there is the one way of doing it where you lead one of the little fire bubble enemies over to it. And so I think we're just going to do it that way. If there's another way of doing it, I am sorry, but to satiate your Zelda skills, there's actually, you know, figuring this out the first time, or at least figuring out how to do it this way, was not the easiest thing to do in the world, figuring out to pull this guy over here, so it really kind of is a little bit of a puzzle. And in that way, Melty Molten Galaxy has got a variety of things going on. Come on, there you go. Light up that torch and light up this second one if you would so kindly, good sir. There we go. That's going to spawn our launch star, and apparently it spawned a battery warning as well. Oh, man. Why does the battery not shut up? Why does it not shut up? It's told me like 4 times in the past 5 minutes that I'm sorry. I'll stop criticizing the battery. I didn't mean it, okay? At least we spawn right here. That's what you get when you rush, kids. Here we are on this 2-dimensional planet where actually this thing is really, really, really dangerous. And yeah, they definitely stepped up the difficulty with this place because look at this. Uh-oh, go! So close! I died right above a 1-up. That is a tease. That, my friends, the worst way to die. That's the worst way to die. Oh my gosh. That's like if you died with an immortality potion in your hands. That's exactly what that's like right there. Okay. Now sit back down in there, grab ourselves that 1-up to make up for at least one of those horrible, horrible, excruciating deaths we just had. At least we weren't like lit on fire or anything, which I'm sure will happen by the end of the episode. But hop in here, grab ourselves some star bits. And those star bits that follow you around when you fly out of launch stars, those are so cool. They, like, don't serve any functional purpose because they're just, like, 6 star bits or something. I'm sure they add up over the course of the game, but they're just so awesome. The fact that they follow you on that trail and make that awesome little, light tail behind them. It's I don't know. They look cool. Good a time as ever to start gushing about the details of the game, I suppose. And over here, we've got this very desolate-seeming island with 5 golden star chips on it. And we're going to have to pick up every single one of them if we want to get out of here. You know, my tan's coming along, but I forgot the sunscreen, so I'm going to have to go back to the Comet Observatory real quick if I don't want to end up burnt to a crisp. A little Italian-style strip of bacon is going to be plastered all over the Comet Observatory by the time we get back if I don't get my FPS 64, you know? So, we better hurry up and get out of here. But really, every single... Oh, look at that! Flying barely in between all of those meteors. Oh my gosh. Such a cool environment. I'll repeat that phrase until the end of my life. Or such a hot environment if you want to be particular and technical and literal about it. But, anyway, yeah, every single, like, island or planet or whatever in this level just feels like there's some element of danger to it because you're constantly surrounded by this lava and all these enemies and all these new threats and stuff. He just kamikazed that bullet bill. Oh my gosh. Well, alright. If you want to go out that way, then you know what? So be it. To each his own. But yeah, everything feels so dangerous and so exciting, and that's why I love this level so much. What was I trying to say, though? Oh, yeah. This part right here, you're probably going to want to go around the outside, because even though it's a bit of a longer route, there's a lower chance of you running the bullet bill into a wall or something like that, because, it's not, like, curved inward, and I find that creates problems once in a while. Oh, man. Mario is flying through this devilishly hot landscape. It's reminding me of, whoa, was not ready for that. I was trying to control that with the, control stick for a moment, but that is not the intended retail, use. Okay, there we go. I was focusing. No, dang it. The second I went back to my commentary, I fell off the edge, but I was focusing too much on getting that one up there. And yes, the return of the ball rolling mechanic. I'm intent on getting this one up. I'm gonna get it, man. Okay, there we go. Get ourselves a little bit more momentum this time, and there we go. That's how you make it through there without dying horribly. Now, this bit right here, it reminds me a little bit of a Wario World extra stage, but, just because of the, you know, big spinning corkscrew thingy. Make sure you jump over these holes. Sometimes they're a little bit difficult to see, especially the first one, and you're not used to this level. Other than that, it's not that bad. Here's the hard jump. Can we do it? There we go. Awesome. Such a clench every single time on that one. Just because, like, there's so much room for error on those ball spinning stages, but let's go ahead and take a... I was going to say take a look at our handiwork, but apparently that's not the case. Instead, we're just going to have to get right down to business and grab ourselves our star. And it looks like we've got a Daredevil comet in orbit here over in the Melty Molten Galaxy. So, that's kind of weird, right? Because the comets only appear for missions that you've already done or something like that. And we haven't faced any bosses, so that's right, we'll be doing a Melty Molten mission without a boss. The Lava Spire Daredevil run. Barely pronounced that right. So yeah, we're repeating that last mission that we did, the Lava Spire one. That's actually quite dangerous because, like I said, there's lava everywhere, there's all these heat traps, there's all these enemies all over the place, with 1 health. We're not fighting a boss. Instead, we are just taking on a very, very difficult level. And, kudos to them for doing this, because this makes this level a heck of a lot more exciting. And I think I got through it the first time without getting hit, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem doing that again a second time. But like I said, Daredevil comets will either cause you to rush or play extremely nervously. So, I assume at some point I'm going to get really nervous about taking damage during this level and just get smacked in the face by one of them lava bubbles. And I didn't even bring my son's... Well, that ended abruptly. Okay, back over here. I have no idea what I was babbling on about last time. I think I was going to say, the whole reason I went back to the observatory was to get my sunscreen, and I forgot it. So let's make sure that we don't burn up on this star so that we can have a nice tan for when we save the princess instead of a nice red lobster sunbird. Oh, man. Okay, so let's launch up here. We already know that we don't want to go down into that volcano because it'll just blow up on us. It blows up either way. But you can get some extra star bits if you go down there first. And we don't want to be risking our 1 health this time around, because 1 mistake is too many mistakes in a Daredevil run like this one. And man, these stars. Yeah, why can't we take one of these back to the Comet Observatory, man? Are these stars not... Oh, boy. That was a bad idea. Why did I do that? That was an awful idea. And no checkpoints in Daredevil missions. Great. Oh, no. Okay, back here finally. Jeez, we're like halfway through the... No, 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 no. God, I keep forgetting about the fireballs, man. The fireballs every time. What? What even just happened? What? Okay. Careful now. This time I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to take it nice and slow, nice and easy, so that we can finally move on to the second half of this level. God, I've died like, what, like 5 times? This is ridiculous. In fact, look at those star bits. I've got 210 star bits. That must be like 5-6 deaths at the very least. Ridiculous. And that just goes to show you don't have to have a boss fight for a level to be difficult. Definitely not. Or for a Daredevil run in particular to be difficult. My bad. I misspoke a little bit. So, yeah, Mario's got a burned bum right now. He's dripping with sweat. The man is sunburnt like no other, and he is working all kinds right now. So he's bringing back power stars. Why can't he bring back like one of those stars just floating around that has killed me about 15 times on this run? That thing has destroyed the plumber of the universe, man. It's got... We're gonna do the whole thing again. Oh my God, I just want to finish the sentence. Alright, back on this planet once again. I think I'm going to try to do this a bit more slowly and methodically. Like, kill all the enemies that have the potential to just end the run and completely annihilate me. That sounds like an alright idea to me. There is lava absolutely everywhere for them to hop back into. So, yeah, you gotta watch out for that and make sure that they die before they have a chance to do that. And watch out for these little steam spumes as well, because they... the stress, this level is just making me mad, man. I've lost like 10 lives by this point. But, yeah, there we go. Now, I've been trying to save for 20 minutes at least. Why doesn't Mario just take one of the stars that's killed me about 15 times on this level home? That thing seems like it could count for 10 or 15 power stars, but nope. Apparently, only the only currency that's accepted by Rosalina is the pointy, cartoony-looking star. So we'll have to settle for that for the time being. And as before, that upholstery. What the heck am I talking about? That like bone scaffolding, which is actually really weird and awesome looking now that I think about it, is going to fall away. And this time, the shortcut is a lot more useful because you want to be sure that the lava will be nowhere near you on this run. I'm going to grab this one up just cuz. Not that I'm running low on one-ups or anything, because I got like a million, billion, jillion, trillion star bits on the way here. 327 of them. That is absolutely crazy. And there are plenty more if I wanted to grab some more. In fact, you know what? I'm going to be cocky real quick. Probably a terrible, terrible idea. Yep, I'm going to grab that one up before I end off this. No, do not hit me. Do not hit me. Get away from me. I know, you know. You look like you give warm hugs and everything, but I am not interested in that today. I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'm going to smash me some giant crystal, and I'm going to get the star of this stressful, difficult level. Oh, man. There we go. One of the hardest Daredevil missions in the game is now complete. Thankfully, though, the Melty Molten Galaxy is not complete. We have to take on Fiery Dino Piranha. Excuse me? Okay, well, we've got that weird Halloween-colored Dino Piranha egg chilling over there, and yeah, that's pretty much the exact same thing that we are doing. Let me start over. We're pretty much doing the exact same thing that we did back in the Good Egg Galaxy. We've got to go find that Dino Piranha because he is doing a massive disservice to the... I'm still in Daredevil mode right now, so I thought I was dead right there. I am dead right here, though. Battery, I don't want to hear it. I can't take it right now, man. Oh, this level's driving me insane. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I will hold to that till the day I die, man. What was I trying to say, though? Oh, yeah. Dino Piranha's chilling over there. Absolutely disgracing the galaxy by just sitting there doing nothing harmful at all, so we had better take that true menace to the universe out. Kind of surprised that he hasn't been taken out already, though, just by the heat, because he's sitting inside of that egg, and presumably he's never come out of it. And given the temperature here, he's kind of probably hard-boiling inside that thing. So, you know what? I'm going to soften myself up for him, considering he's probably all softened up, or maybe hard-boiled up inside that thing. So let me purposefully take a bunch of damage. Yeah, that was totally on purpose, guys. And we can head on over to the next planet, which kind of looks like you could just long jump to it, but that would be pointless, I'm sure. And how do we continue on here? I think we have to take out all the enemies here. And thankfully, you didn't have to do this on the Daredevil mission. That would be absolutely awful. Because getting so close to all these enemies every single time to take all of them out can be a bit of a bother sometimes. Because every once in a while, you'll try to spin into one of these guys and you'll do it just a tiny, tiny bit too late. And it just doesn't work out for you, man. Where's the last one? There you are. I found you, you straggler. You shall die like all of your brethren. I don't know. Are these things, like, alive? They certainly look alive. They certainly look conscious and sentient and stuff, but they also could just be part of the star. Who knows? Who knows? Why am I questioning the biology of Mario characters? Because it's fun, man. Why is my voice like this? I don't know what's going on. Probably a bit too late at night right now. But yeah, let's hop into this launch star, and that should take us to where we need to go to. Or at least very close to it. I forgot about this planet right here, which is actually pretty cool, but also really, really annoying, because if you fall into that lava down there, it's a lot more dangerous than you might think. Even though there's platforms everywhere, you can keep on bouncing in 2 dimensions for pretty much as long as the game wills, which is, you know, forever, since the center of gravity is below us. And it's not so fun when you are getting cooked to death before you have to go cook a giant egg to death. That is actually quite counterproductive, as you might expect. So there's the 5th star chip. We got it on our first go-around, thankfully. And we can ride a platform over here so that we can hop into the final launch star of the level, if I'm remembering correctly. Or maybe not? Yeah, apparently not. Gosh, I am just misremembering and mispronouncing things all over the place today, evidently. So there are actually a ton of star bits in this level. I've died... did I die once or twice or what? There's a Luma Lee, Luma Bop. Welcome to the Luma shop, dude, over here. We're not going to worry, though. Instead, we're just going to take out the Dino Piranha. And ooh, he did not like the fact that we just stomped on his brain, apparently. He is getting pretty heated over it, in fact. So let's smack him right in the little ball tail, and... not even the heat of being inside of a star and on fire constantly is enough to evaporate this dude's drool. It's disgusting. I don't want to look at it, man. If you could get yourself a bib, or if you could get yourself like a heat lamp to dry it all up, maybe you wouldn't have to come to this. But... Fiery Dino Piranha is basically the exact same thing as normal Dino Piranha, except now he will, light on fire once in a while, and that makes it a bit annoying because you can't spin into his tail while that's the case, because you'll just take a little bit of damage if you attempt to. And as you do more damage to him, he will start shooting fireballs as well this time around, and, his tail will start lighting up and turning off the fire more quickly, so he'll have less of an opportunity to hit him every single time his tail goes out. So, there we go, smack him one more time. Fiery or not, this Dino Piranha is done for. And yeah, he's definitely like crimson and black and Halloween colored and stuff, so I don't know what's going on with that, man. It is like the middle of July, so you're right with the whole heat thing. But for now, let's grab our star, and that does it for the last mission of the awesome Melty Molten Galaxy. Galaxy's not quite done yet, though. Along with the secret star, we've got the purple coins to go, and the purple coins for this one are... Battery! Oh, you can take on the purple coins with me. Awesome. But the purple coins for this one are a bit different than what you might expect from a place like Melty Molten Galaxy. You might expect, like, a really linear timed path on something like this, but nope. Instead, we've got the red-hot purple coins. And as you can see, they're all kind of scattered about the level, and I don't believe there's even a timer on this one. No, there is not, so it's kind of one of those exploration-based purple coin things. Which, I don't know, in my opinion, that is a tad bit weird for a place like Melty Molten Galaxy, because you would figure intense as this level is in the rest of its missions, that you would have yet another intense mission here centered on, like, getting them really quickly with a bunch of obstacles in the way. But no, you can take things at your own pace, which I suppose is probably a good thing, because this place, if we had to collect these all in, like, a strict time limit, I might just die. In fact, I almost just died right there, so if that's not evidence as to how this level likes to treat its passengers, then I don't know what might be. Right off the bat, though, in the purple coin mission, we've got a health extension and a 1-up, so that's kind of tipping you off to the fact that this mission is not going to be the easiest that you've ever taken on in your life. Long jump right here to collect those 2 purple coins, and we'd probably should have waited anyway. That was a little bit too risky for my liking. But grab these ones as well. And we're a third of the way there already. We're doing, like, super good, right? Right? Yeah. But, some of these purple coins are located underneath these platforms. And this one right here acts as a scale. It, like, tilts back and forth. It's kind of like a seesaw, I suppose. And, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Came dangerously close to some pain right there. So, make sure to get those ones down under before you move on to these ones over here. And really, you've got to take things methodically, but because of the fact that these platforms, like, well, they don't shrink, but they go down as you move along them, that makes this part actually pretty dang difficult. So make sure you watch out for that at the very least. And there's plenty of purple coins back here that we did not have the opportunity to get before. So may as well grab those before moving onward. Make sure we doesn't look like we missed any back there, so let's move on. Is there anything? No, there was a 1-up on top of this before, but nothing now. Wow. Way to cheat me out of a life, game. In more ways than one. That was a dumb joke. But, the level preview only showed so much of the level. It showed up to, like, here, and then it showed, the warp pipe up here, I believe? Unless I'm mistaken. I could be mistaken. It is very, very possible. Yes, even probable that I'm mistaken, considering that's not the case at all. So, let's grab... Uh-oh. Backflip. There we go. Wow, those steam things are actually really, really, intimidating. So, there we go. Yes, moving on. Yeah, it doesn't show that bit of the level where you have to hop into the volcano, but it does show pretty much everything else. And I almost just walked to my death right there. Oh, that would have sucked a little bit. So we're doing things a little bit out of order, but that's alright, because we can still end up with all 100 of these coins in hand. I don't understand what it is about a giant asteroid flying in the sky that spawns a bunch of little purple pieces of metal in a level like this. I really don't understand. You know, once again, I'm not the most adept astronomer in the world, so I might just not know enough about the universe. If somebody out there with a science degree could tell me, please, that would be very much appreciated. Let's grab that real quick, get our butts burned real quick, because why not? This level is just handing it to us. Oh my gosh. We're taking all kinds of damage here. We're losing all kinds of lives, and we are just not well, I'm having a great time, actually. This is super fun. But Mario is not having the greatest time of his life. This is not his ideal vacation spot. I guess when he was picking out, like, a vacation spot in the Mushroom Kingdom monthly or whatever, that catalog that he orders $5.99 a month, subscribe today, he was looking for a spot with a lot of sun, but I guess this just isn't what he bargained for. You can slide yourself down right there and get those 3 extra coins, which will bring you over here, apparently. I thought there was another Sling Star that would bring us back up. So once again, we are doing this a bit out of order, but we're still getting it done, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Am I right? Am I right? High five? Nobody? Okay. Well, let's just hop back into this Sling Star and make sure you go down here, because there are quite a few coins awaiting your retrieval right along here. And there's one really jerkishly placed in the lava right there. Oh man, that is an annoying one. Can do some damage to you too if you're not careful. And now the battery is alerting us to the fact that we have forgotten 2 purple coins, evidently. So where might they be? Where might they be? I don't imagine that they would be underneath one of these 1-cell platforms like this. No, certainly doesn't look like it. Nah, definitely doesn't seem like it. So where are these 2 purple coins hiding out at, man? Where could they be? Oh, well, there's one right over here at the very beginning of the level that I'm sure everybody saw except me, and I got yelled at a whole lot for passing by, so there's that one. And there's probably there's probably one somewhere in plain sight aside from that. Just waiting, and watching, and laughing at me because I didn't see it the first time around. First time I came through here, I had that platform so low that I didn't even, like, notice the shadow or notice the... Well, I could have noticed the shadow, I guess. There's no excuse for that. But I couldn't notice the purple coin because I had the platform so low because I was grabbing all those other ones, man. I was too efficient for the game, and that's my excuse. I did it too well, I did it too fast, so I forgot those coins. That's totally not a contrived excuse at all. That leaves us with but one more mission here in the Melty Molten Galaxy. It's sad to see it go, but let's take on the secret mission of the sinking Lava Spire. And I think you guys all know where this is headed. We start out here once again, we grab all kinds of star bits because there's a hungry Luma near the stars that kept murdering me on the Daredevil mission. And that's so far away, in fact, that I will cut until we get there. Now, I don't remember exactly how many star bits you need to feed this guy. I know it's not that ridiculous. In fact, you probably don't even need to do this bit to get as many star bits as you need, because once you fly out of this launch star, as I learned from dying on that Daredevil mission about 100 times, you get about, probably on the order of like 50 star bits or something right there. So, we're left with a nice 90, which should be plenty for this guy's craving, this guy's addiction. Famished, I need 80 star bit. Ooh, so maybe you do definitely need to get into that volcano and search out some star bits on your way here, just in case you don't get enough from the loop-de-loop thing, the swirly doodle, as you come to this planet right here. I don't know what to call it. I have no idea. I'm sorry. This guy, though, is going to transform into a whole new planet made of, whoa, what a surprise, lava. So let's hop into this launch star right here and get a move on. And this thing looks pretty fiery hot, if I do say so, because, look at this. The lava is rising and falling. We've got one way to go, so I guess we're going this way. And this is a silver star mission. That's right, it doesn't really look like one on the surface, but if you get a little bit deeper than that, you take these paths around and you see that we are collecting 5 little squeaky star friends. So, ooh, this was a bad idea, but a long jump apparently can actually take you really, really far. And there is a health extension over here that I am quite interested in getting. Let's go ahead and grab it. And what do we have in this block down here? I'll wait another cycle. Yeah, why not? Grab some extra star bits to replenish the ones that this... Wait a minute. This Luma turned into this planet, and he must have turned into those star bits as well then. How the heck? Why the heck are they there? What? Okay, he ate our star bits so that he could turn into star bits, you know? He's been obsessed with them his entire life. He's just always about them star bits. So maybe it was just his dream since he was but a baby, Luma, to become a star bit. And I'm super glad that we can help this guy realize his dream. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, you know? Or maybe that's just a fiery ball of death all around me. Either way, we got ourselves a star. And why not? Let's go ahead, because there's no, like, boss galaxy here or anything, we still have this one extra 1-star galaxy left. So let's take on the Matter Splatter Galaxy, which is super, super cool. I love this galaxy so much. And you know, there's even a check mark from the observatory in the overworld. So you know this is going to be a great one. Watch your step in the Matter Splatter Galaxy. And that preview actually shows the concept of this level really, really well, because as we continue on here, we're going to see that we can only step on places consisted of actual matter. It looks like there's a 1-up right off the bat here. Whoa. Oh man, they expect us to fail a lot then, I suppose. So let's jump up here and grab that thing. Kind of blends in with the green background, but just as we explored in I believe one of the haunted galaxies, you can only step on areas that have, like, visible matter there. So you're going to have to watch the things that are jumping back and forth, these water drop-looking things, and make sure you understand their pattern before you continue on. I think this is a super, super clever level mechanic, and I really, really, really like it a lot. So let's hop up here, and this is going to start moving. So along with the matter splatters, we're going to have matter spotlights, apparently, and I'm about to die. If you fall into an area like this, or get trapped in one, not really fall, but if you get trapped in an area like that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just make sure not to, like, rush it or anything like that, because you'll keep missing your jumps and you're gonna fall off. But that's, like, basic gameplay tips. That's Mario 101, man. You guys have made it this far. How many stars we got? 105! This is Mario 105, not Mario 101, so I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. And, thankfully, Mario 101 is not a terrible reality, well, is not a terrible show on Nickelodeon. Actually, I don't remember that show at all, so don't quote me whether it was terrible or not. It was, like, too early in my childhood for me to remember any of its content. I'm talking about Zoe 101, for those of you who don't know. Why am I talking about Zoe 101? I have not the faintest idea in the world, my friend. Mario 101... I don't... The connections are there, I just cannot explain them. So now we're turning into Spring Mario. I really liked the beginning bit of this level a lot more, where it was actually, you know, matter splattering instead of matter just slowly rising in an elevator-like fashion. But this is alright as well. Spring Mario, you know what? It's summer right now, but springs, if spring floats your boat, you can go for that too. And, ooh, that is a dangerous life to get. I'm gonna grab it, though, because I am just that much of a daredevil. I am not enough of a daredevil to make that jump, though. So let's hop on over here. Looks like we've got a decent save spot. And, a badly timed spring here, if you, like, knock the bottom of one of those platforms, seems like it could kind of ruin your day. Oh well, though, that is not happening to us. Instead, we're just grabbing this coin, and we can get all manner of star bits right here. Forgot the names for a second. Ooh. And as the level goes on, you get less and less time to react to what the matter's doing. So these star bits, they're a trap, man. It is totally a trap, because those things are just there to take attention away from the true goal. Is this going to stop rising? I feel like no, because there's more stuff up above, and that's kind of scaring me. So I'm going to hop into this real quick. There we go. Oh, we're out of there. Those environments can be stressful as heck sometimes, man. And now we're back to the true splattering of the matter. And like, this is such a cool idea, because look in the background. There's absolutely nothing here. It's a dark void. It's a dark rift. It's got a 90% chance of putting you to sleep. Dumb Pokemon jokes that are probably inaccurate, because I don't know Dark Void's accuracy. But, this place is just so cool, because the world is, like, unfolding in front of you, and I really, really like that idea. But it has to come to an end someday, and that day is probably today, unless I end up dying 100,000 times on this level, which is not completely free of doubt, because, you know, you guys saw my performance on that Melty Molten Galaxy earlier. The star is right here, though, and that's going to do it for this mission. This kind of reminds me... I don't know, for some reason it's reminding me of, like, the dark areas. I guess, areas in Super Paper Mario were kind of like this, like some of the endgamey kind of stuff. Because, like, there was nothing in that world either, and it sort of was all made of lines and stuff. I guess it was kind of similar in that it was just totally pitch black all the time. Regardless of that, though, let's just grab ourselves our... Dare I long jump? I was almost feeling really, really ballsy there for a second, but no, that ain't my thing. Instead, I'm just gonna let this world disintegrate a little bit more, be a tiny bit cocky, but not too much, and grab the star. With that, though, we have completely finished up the Garden Dome, and that's the first dome that we've done this with, keep in mind. Since there isn't, like, a boss galaxy here or anything. Oh, we hit triple-digit stars in this episode, and I didn't even mention it. What the heck is wrong with me, man? So yeah, we're up to 106 stars. That is a ton of stars, and we are coming up very quickly on the end of Super Mario Galaxy. Things didn't quite fall into place as I expected them to. I didn't finish all the purple coins before we finished all these galaxies, but we've got crowns on everything in the garden, which frees us up and allows us to do quite a few things in the remaining episodes. So, actually, before we end this off, let's go down and see what's left. Now, between the engine room and the garden is an area with a Luma in front of it who will tell you this is the gateway, with a house on it that's very, very familiar. And that is actually the gateway to the starry sky that we saw earlier in the game. It's awesome! You get to play that again, and you've got, oh, wait, there we go. That's the view I wanted. There we go, switch. And you get to play it again, and you unlock a new power-up, and it's super cool. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. But we've got quite a few stars to go, actually. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 purple coin missions. And then these 3 galaxies right here, the trial galaxies. Oh my gosh. These things, and that hungry Luma. We'll take him on next time, though. These galaxies coming up are super, super hard. Probably the most difficult in the game because they all focus around one specific mechanic, and they are built to be crazy around that mechanic. So, we'll be taking something on in the next episode of Super Mario Galaxy. Probably the Gateway to the Starry Sky, Round 2, and that hungry Luma that we have not taken on yet, along with probably some purple coin missions. Then, later on, it's time for those trial galaxies, and then we will move on to the final level and finish this Let's Play. So it's slowly or quickly coming to a close. Anyway, though, I'm a little bit too excited about the progress we're making. I should thank you all very, very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time, where we move on to one of the coolest levels in the game and unlock one of the coolest power-ups in the entire Mario series. And we head on back to this familiar-looking casa over here. That's right, back to the Gateway in the next episode. So thank you all very much once again for watching, and I will see you guys then.